Hi there, and welcome back to 2 Minutes with the VA.com. Our next question comes from Laura, and Laura says, I have 2 small children and I'm starting my business, and I'm worried about how to keep my children at home and still continue to run a successful business. Laura, it can be done. I'll give you both options, or actually there's several different options and different ways you can work it. Some people have daycare situations where they either take their kid to daycare full time, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what works for you. And a lot of times you're working on things that it's hard to do when kids are around. Some people only do it during naps and then they work at night. Some have part-time daycare or someone that comes in. And other people just work around their kids' schedule and do the best they can, and that's what we did. I started my business when my kids were really young, and we did the best we could with it. We would, what would we do? If Mommy needed to work, what would I do?
Usually, I remember one thing at tryout whenever she had readings, she would usually give us some projects and some stuff to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would bring my DS.
That's right. Well, that's now that you're older too. Now that they're older, if I need to go to like a VAC and there's no one available, I'll take them with me and put them off to one side in the small little restaurant, and I'll take a bucket of things for them to do while we're there. Things like that you can do. That now they're old enough to have handheld gadgets too, which help. But as far as whenever they're really young, there's several things that you can do. A lot of times I would get them started on crafts. Something.
Or doing like Play-Doh, stuff like that.
If you can get them going, for a few minutes and then walk away for about 15, then usually, you're doing pretty good. The other thing I would do is if I really had to work on something, I would tell them, hey, we're going to work on this for 15 minutes, and if you guys are really, really good and really, really quiet, then, we'll go to the park. So I would then, get them going, let them work on it, and then go to the park where they would play, and I could use my laptop and monitor email or whatever that I needed to do. None of that is going to work if you have children in the home and you're doing like phone work or something like that. But for me in bookkeeping, it worked fine. A lot of times I would work during naps. If I had a deadline, I was not above using Blue's Clues. I will admit it. I don't think you're any worse for the wear, are you?
What does that mean?
I don't think, did it mess you up too much?
What?
Did it make you crazy?
I hate Blue's Clues, yes.
Yeah, well, you hate Blue's Clues now because you're how old? Because you're 8 now, yeah.
My sister likes Elmo, kind of likes Elmo, but I like it for some reason. I have no idea why.
Okay. Well, both of my kids are now in elementary school, and I have to tell you that makes things a lot easier because they're gone for those full, 7 hours at a time, 8 hours at a time, and I'm able to get some work done. But yeah, so I think it's possible, and it really depends on what you want to do and how you work it. You have to work with your own comfort level, and also, how comfortable your kids are going to be too. I was lucky; mine were really good, as far as keeping themselves entertained, and I was able to float back and forth every 15 or 20 minutes and check in on them. All right, you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Good luck, Laura.